The constant attention became suffocating. Every move he made was scrutinized, every word analyzed. The pressure to maintain his image, to always be the hero, weighed heavily on his shoulders. He was trapped, not by bars or chains, but by the expectations he had unwittingly created. The weight of their expectations, the fear of disappointing them, became an unbearable burden. He was a puppet, dancing to their tune, his strings pulled by the invisible hands of public opinion. He yearned for the simplicity of his former life, the freedom to make mistakes, to be vulnerable, to be himself. The manifestation of Matin's predicament arrived in the form of Popularco, a mischievous deity who thrived on attention and adoration. Sensing Matin's internal struggle, Popularco decided to teach him a lesson. Popularco, with a wave of my hand, I curse you, Matin. Your positive qualities will be amplified, making you stronger, faster, and even more charismatic. But beware, with each amplified virtue, a corresponding vice will bloom in its shadow. The curse was subtle, yet insidious. His courage morphed into recklessness, his confidence into arrogance. His every success, fueled by the curse, only served to tighten the chains of his gilded cage. He was trapped in a vicious cycle, his actions dictated by the curse, his every move pushing him further away from the person he truly was. He was a prisoner in a castle of his own making, the bars forged from the very popularity he craved. Matin Lyndon. I'm trapped, not by the world, but by my own desires and the expectations of others. How do I break free from this curse? And so, Matin's journey continued. A quest not for fame, but for freedom, and perhaps a return to the simplicity of his former life. Serkag, a seasoned member of the Mafia Lyndon, served as a stark warning to Matin. Serkag, I had been consumed by my own legend, my every action a performance designed to elicit gasps and applause. I became a caricature of my former self, my true personality buried beneath layers of bravado and showmanship. He was a cautionary tale, a living embodiment of the curse that now plagued Matin. Serkag, once respected for his wisdom and courage, was now a shell of his former self, a puppet dancing to the strings of public adoration. Matin Lyndon. Seeing Serkag, I saw my own potential fate, the slow erosion of my identity, the transformation into a hollow shell of a man. The realization hit me hard, shaking me to my core. I had to break free from this curse, to reclaim my life, my identity, my true self. I had to learn the true meaning of heroism, one that wasn't dictated by fame or fortune, but by something far more profound. The key to breaking Popularco's curse, Matin discovered, lay in the virtues the deity despised most: humility and patience. Matin Lyndon, humility. To understand that true strength lay not in seeking validation from others, but in the quiet confidence of one's convictions. Patience to forgo the instant gratification of the spotlight and focus on the long, arduous journey of self-improvement. It was a painful process, a stripping away of the layers of ego and self-importance that the curse had woven around him. Matin Lyndon. I had to learn to be comfortable in my own skin, to value my own judgment above the fickle adoration of the crowd. I began to focus on the task at hand, not for the glory it would bring, but for the inherent satisfaction of a job well done. I sought guidance from my mentors, not to impress them with my achievements, but to learn from their wisdom. Slowly, painstakingly, he began to chip away at the curse, reclaiming his life, one quiet act of selflessness at a time. Matin's journey taught him that true recognition wasn't something to be sought after, but rather a byproduct of a life lived with integrity and purpose. Matin Lyndon. It wasn't about the applause or the accolades, but about the quiet satisfaction of knowing that I had made a difference, however small. It was about the journey, not the destination, about the person I became along the way. I learned that true strength lay not in the roar of the crowd, but in the quiet whisper of my own conscience. I discovered that true happiness came not from the fleeting intoxication of fame, but from the enduring warmth of genuine connection and self-acceptance. Matin Lyndon, once a slave to the fickle whims of fame, emerged from the crucible a changed man. He had faced his demons, conquered his ego, and in the process, discovered the true meaning of heroism. He learned that the greatest adventures are often fought not on battlefields, but within the confines of one's own heart.